Up next on Elusive Kev TV, we've got more coverage from the second season of Formula Xbox. This time it's round 11 in Hungary. Hey, I'm Kev Kerr, Mr. Kerr, and yes, this is Hungary for round 11 of the second season of Formula Xbox, and I did not qualify this time. It was actually my first race back after I went away in May. This was early June now, like almost 3 months ago now. This race, it's just crazy to think about. But yeah, this was round 11 and the first race back, as I said, and I just could not get used to playing with the controller again. I hadn't played F1 2012 since the last Formula Xbox round around Canada about a month before. So, and I went away, took my laptop, and I was used to playing with on my laptop with the arrow keys and that way instead of with the controller. So it's very strange. It was very strange feeling this race with the controller. It took a couple of races to get used to, or a bit of practice to get used to again. But as you can see at the start, Legion got past me, but tried to outbrake him into the first turn, but I just dropped back. I didn't want to get in any people's way because I knew I'd be a bit slow in this first race, but it looks like he had a bit of problems there. And so now we're going into the second turn here, lovely downhill, and then flat through 3, and then 4 up the hill. And as you can see, there's some nice fighting in front. The guy goes wide there, the Caterham does, and now we're going to make our way down the inside. Now we're at Grosjean corner, and now down into the right hand, just trying to be safe in this race. As I said, I don't want to get in too many people's ways. I expect it to be a bit slow here, a couple of seconds off my own pace here, but as you can see, McLaren making a mistake there. I had to kind of avoid him there, and you can see the HRT's through, and that car is going to, I think, Romania there. But as you can see, another incident in front here, and now we're up to 10th place. We're just making our way up through the incidents, it seems, here on the first lap, and now we're at the end of the lap here, and as you can see, really hard fighting in midfield in front here. And now we're going to try and go around the outside of the Caterham. It's Drastic Midget. We tend to fight in these races. Yes, it seems we tend to fight in almost every league race. And in the last TGP series round that I will show you, you'll see not a classic fight, not a classic Kevin Midge fight it seems to be. But as you can see, fighting here with the McLaren, Drastic Devil, the other Drastic, there in front of us. As you can see, someone went wide as well. I think that's Chicken Macaroon. So up to 9th place now, and now we're just trying to get into a rhythm here, try and build our pace up a bit, try and get used to playing with the controller. I never quite got used to it this race, but you know, we're getting better as the race goes along, as they're fighting a bit hard in front here. As you can see, taking a look down the inside. Oh, they just touch wheels there. We get past Drastic Midget, it seems. So we're up to 8th place, but he's fighting round the outside as we're very cautious into that last corner. God has just the fastest out the race to go onto that 3. And then on the next lap, at the end of that, onto the DRS straight. Now we're trying to make up some positions, and it's like Drastic Devil has pitted, and now we're going down the hill, and there's more fighting between Drastic Devil and Drastic Midget. They were going hard. I think it was called Drastic Devil. As you can see, he's lagging a bit here, so you know, it wasn't perhaps as hard as it looks on my screen, but it seems hard from my perspective anyway. As you can see, we're in 8th, and K-Gibbs F1 pitted very early there, but he's much faster than us, as we're on the tail of Drastic Midget here. As you can see, he's on the slower side than us, so we got to try and make our way past. But as I say, I'm just being very cautious this race. Don't want to make too many mistakes and taking people out like I probably would expect to do after not playing a game for a long while. But use some curves on the exit there, get our DRS on, and now we're down the inside, very down the inside, not even moving across here to take the race line. But here we are, first corner, not as we anticipated there. It was a bit too shallow an entry there that we have, and we lost time on the exit. And so Drastic Midge is going to take a bit of a look as we get the braking a bit wrong there, and get the turn in even worse there as he goes round our outside now, and now we're just sticking behind Drastic Midget. So now we're on to lap 6 here, and we're still behind him. He goes a bit wide. We're taking a look around the outside, but no, he's kept it again. And what's up next is the DRS zone. So now we're gonna save. I think we saved a bit of curves here. So now hopefully we can get into his slipstream a bit, as we did save some curves and get our DRS on. And hopefully make it down this inside this time, and hopefully keep the precision, make it stick afterwards, as there are a couple of guys pitting behind us. So we're now into the first corner. That was a bit of a better entry, went as Shadow. We just got in front of him here on the exit, but we're leaving the inside open. Will he take a look down the inside? No, we braked a bit deeper, a bit later, a bit braver there, and now we're up to 5th place now, as a couple of guys have appeared. As you see, I went off a bit, and then I went a bit wide a bit, as you can see in the middle sector. I hate that middle sector, I do, but I've gotten much better at it as I play this game a bit more now, and so we're going a bit wide on the exit there as well, and it looks like the Sauber is going to take advantage of that. I think that's good as there. We were just pitted onto his prime tyres, and now we're going to put it onto our prime tyres at the end of the lap on lap 9, so halfway through. And we made the softs last quite a long time there, and that was pretty good. But hopefully we've got good pace on the primes. I'm normally so much slower on the primes. You would expect that on the options, but so much slow. It's like I'm at granny pace on these prime tyres on most laps. But as you can see, we dropped to last place with Rice Bite in front of us, and it wasn't the best exit there from the pits. But as you can see, Drastic Midget came on the pits next lap, and he goes onto the soft tyres though, and so he just stays in front of us. It's race long battle, and now he's pulling away a bit on his fresh tyres. We've got Drastic Devil in front of us here in the McLaren, and he's been all over the place, and it looks like he's going to be even more over the place here as he on his options, but locks up, keeps it just in front of him. We're right in his slipstream, but he has to pit this time, it seems. Yes, he's going into the pits. I think he damaged his front ring, if I remember correctly, and it wasn't long, a couple of laps, until we had a safety car because of Drastic Devil pitting, or hitting the wall even. So now we take advantage, we're in the last thing way to get onto the options, and on lap 15 or the end of lap 14 we get the green flag again, get it up to Rich Mix. We always save some fuel, we can go Rich Mix till the end of the race. So let's see if we can make up any positions as we're in A for me. Brake way too deep there, a bit ambitious there. So now we're just staying behind Drastic Midget here as he fights on the end of this lap, and hopefully we will have DRS. We've got some curves in the pocket anyway, and as you can see we've got some nice slipstream out of that corner, nice exit. He's on older option tyres, I think he is, but he makes an ambitious move. I think that's on Goddard in front, yes it is, and so we take advantage of that, get up to 7th place, and now maybe we can get a run on Midget, but it looks like we won't. But he's gone a bit wide in the middle sector at that chicane. We go round the outside, taking and look at him here. We're wheel to wheel, and we're round Drastic Midget. They were up to 6th place. Now we've got Clyde in front, or MB Clyde, and we've got Wiseway in front as well. So on the bottom alternate lap in this middle sector, we're catching up by the bucket load, and now we're hitting the barrier by the wing load, and we've lost some of our front wing, and it looks like, yes, Drastic Midget and Goddard have got past. And then we're in our haste to try and catch other Drastic Midget. We go wide, he goes wide as well, but in the end we just did not have enough to beat Drastic Midget to the line. But we got 8th out of 9 finishers. We beat Drastic Devil, who of course caused the, and we actually beat Drastic Midget, who got a penalty as well. He caused a safety car. So that was Formula Xbox round 11 from my view. Not that bad a race, comeback race, but hopefully we'll do better next time. So have watching. So till then, cheerio.